The 1989 Batman world is extended and on fire. We are here today to go through and talk about John Jackson Miller's episode or his latest book on Batman Resurrection. Is that it? I always forgot the name all of a sudden.
Yes,
because I'm already. Listen, we're going to talk about this book because we're already ready for the second one here today on Two Geeks and a Microphone.
Hello there. So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show, Two Geeks and a Microphone. We are here today to talk about all things in geekdom. I am your co-host, Mr. Stephen Boster, along with the one, the only, the most illustrious, the most beardiest, who's got some really cool beardy news coming up, Mr. Michael Shanks. Mike, say hey to everybody.
Good morning to all you geeks out there in, well, sort of geekdom land. Looks like YouTube and Twitch. Somehow I lost Rumble and I lost Facebook just now. I don't know what happened.
It's all good. It
right.
happens. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We need to make a post on Facebook saying, jump over to YouTube. Because you can watch us over on YouTube. And I'll upload this to Rumble later today. I thought I had the link all set up. I don't know what freaking happened. Anyway.
That's all right. That's all right. It happens. Everybody, we're real here at Two Geeks and a Microphone, and we're just playing along and having a great time. So we'll figure it out. But needless to say, everybody, we've got a great show for you today. Why? Because we had John Jackson Miller on the show a couple of months ago. Great guy. It was the only podcast he was going to do that month. So we felt very honored and appreciated that. And so he was there to talk about his new book, Batman Resurrection. And it takes place in the 1989 universe and like the Tim Burton, Michael Keaton universe. Mm-hmm. And it picks up right after the first movie ends. And so it's we're going to talk about that today because Mike read it. I listened to it because you guys know me. I love me some Audible. And then we're going to talk about all that happens in it. And there's going to be some spoilerific territory kind of a thing. But if you haven't read the book or listen to the audiobook, we're going to tell you it's very important that you don't do the spoilers. So because it's that good. All right. Well, everybody, we're going to get some things going and things happening, and I'm pretty excited about it. So let's see. I am going to go hit. Let's go to. Do you have any geeky news today?
Well, we kind of have geeky news.
Okay.
Although I don't see it at the bottom there. What happened to it?
Right, geeky news.
So earlier this week, a new Superman trailer dropped because Superman movie's coming out in July. We are preparing some episodes doing our Road to Superman.
Yes. So with the new Superman movie coming out, everybody, we're going to do a series of episodes like we've done in the past where a new movie comes out. So we kind of go back and watch other movies and kind of the road to the new Superman movie. So we're going to talk about Man of Steel, some other stuff too as well, just to all get ready and prepare for the new Superman movie. But Mike, you said a new trailer dropped, but you said something about expectations. What was that you said earlier?
Okay, so I had a friend at work who come up to me. He's really excited about the new Superman movie, and I'm just not convinced that James Gunn is our DC savior yet. I have yet to see proof of this. And I keep saying this Superman movie better be a huge freaking blockbuster or they're going to throw his ass out.
Right. Yeah, you said your expectations were so low. How was that?
Yeah, my expectations are so low that I can just step over them. That way, hopefully, I enjoy this movie. I do not want to get expectations high for this film. I mean, okay, what's the actor's name? The guy playing Superman. Something.
I don't know.
We've talked about him. We've talked about him in the past. I mean, he looks decent. He doesn't look bad. I do not like his hair as Clark Kent. I hate his Clark Kent hair. Or at least in that one trailer, it looked terrible in my opinion. He looks okay. I'm okay with him. Lois Lane looks great. She looks like she's going to be a good part of the film.
She's a good actress. She was in The Marvelous Miss Maisel on Amazon.
Yeah,
Kelly loved that series.
Okay, cool.
It's good.
And I'm excited that we're getting Crypto for the first time in live action. I think that'll be cool. Although I had another friend point out, well, it's the wrong breed of dog. Yeah, it probably is the wrong breed of dog. It probably would have been better to have either a retriever or something close to a retriever. What, Megan?
The last animated Ace wasn't the right breed.
The last animated? What was the last
The
animated?
last animated, the Super Pets thing.
Ace for Batman.
Ace wasn't the right breed.
Yeah, that's true. So, but he still looks good. I'm excited we're getting Crypto. That looks like it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm not excited about the Justice League though, because quite frankly, they scare me.
Nathan Fillion, who I really like, is playing the Guy Gardner Green Lantern.
Yes,
and he just looks funny with the bowl cut. But I understand that's Guy Gardner.
Well, and he's got that big, oversized chin too. So
yeah.
What did you say, Megan?
I said the new Superman was in Twisters.
Oh, the new Twister.
Oh, was he?
I didn't. I still haven't seen.
Yeah,
Twister.
his name is David Corenswet.
That's it, David Cornsweet. Sweat.
Well, it could be Sweat.
I think it's Cornswet.
Cornswet.
Corenswet. Okay,
I like corn sweat.
Right.
I think it sounds funny.
There
anyway,
we go. We're gonna drinking game, everybody. All right, so there's a new trailer, right? And I have not seen it. I have not watched it. So we're going to do a reaction video, everybody. You ready for this?
Let's do it. First off, I love that we returned to the old DC logo.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some
it's
might.
A lot of fire,
it's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of the United States.
I wasn't representing anybody except for me.
Around the world.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Your choices. Your actions.
Love the music.
That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
I do.
You have a dog?
Okay.
All right. Well, that's not too bad. That looks a little fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. I still have concerns. I don't know if I like the whole Superman went into another country illegally. I feel we're treading onto political ground here, and I wish we'd stay out of the political realm. But we'll see. We'll see. My friend at work also pointed out, they've done that storyline in the comics. And I was like, actually, I didn't know they did that in the comics. And he says, oh, yeah, they did that. I forget when he said they did it, but they did this whole storyline about superheroes crossing borders and so on and so forth and stuff. So maybe that'll be fine. I don't know. I'm interested to find out what this robot looking a bad guy is that we kind of saw a glimpse of in there. Because I have no clue who that could be. And then it almost looks like we're getting maybe one of General Zod's soldiers, a female. I hope they didn't feminize General Zod. I don't want to see that. Because I'll tell you, the General Zod and the Man of Steel was awesome.
Oh,
he was one of the best things about Man of Steel. Yeah. But that looks interesting. I do now understand, because when the trailers first drop, we see Superman, people were like protesting and throwing things at Superman. And I'm like, what in the heck's going on here? But apparently that all ties into the whole crossing borders bit and stuff like that. So, okay, at least I got somewhat of a grasp of what's going on there. Again, not sure I like that. I like that Lois is interviewing him. That gives you kind of the vibes of Superman 78, which is kind of cool. Lois interviews Superman in that. Although in this one, it looks like she already knows who he is, because she's talking to him outside of the costume, and you're gonna let me interview you as Superman. Yeah, let's do this thing. So that looks pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. And then you just got the whole Justice League, and they're all wearing some kind of corporate symbols. That bothers me.
Oh, I didn't see that. I don't know. What do you mean corporate symbols?
They all have all of them. Well, you can't really see it on Mr. Terrific because his jacket's closed. But when you see Hawkgirl, because you see Hawkgirl in some of the other trailers, Guy Gardner, you see him in some of the other trailers, and they all have this same symbol on their chest.
All right,
and I'm like,
let's see if we can kind of if it'll let me pause it. Pause. Oh, we could. Oh, this will be kind of fun. Okay.
So yeah, we're getting some. I don't know if that's the robot or the kaiju.
I don't know. It'll probably. I don't know. That's a good question. That's Joe. No, what's his name? That's the guy who was in. He was in Marvel playing a guy. All right, here we go.
All right.
It looked like what's his name, Black Noir from The Boys. That's why I was like, what?
Yeah.
She's talking to him. Face is in the ground, kind of a thing. Okay, let's see. He's talking, getting frustrated. Big old buildings falling. I like that scene. That's where they're talking. I don't know what that is there. I'm not sure what that is. It's right there that's doing the big high beam. You can almost see it in the, oh, there's a good picture of some kind of robot. So there we see it. We see some kind of weird robot there. And then, let's see, Superman falling. In the ground. A guy comes and picks him up. That's cool. The people come. They love Superman. Yay. And then they're coming in and Director James Gunn. Okay. Yeah, there it is. There's the twirly robot lady that's got these little spikes that are going on. And then she's blowing up the robots. And she's with Lex Luthor. So it must be a Lex Luthor creation or something like that is probably what it should be. And you see the dog come in and hit her. Crypto, yay, a little bit of action on that. And then saves the lady. There's the girl. I'm trying to find where we see, okay, Mr. Terrific. I'm trying there. Okay, yeah, there's his jacket. I do like his jacket. His jacket's pretty cool. And also, I don't know if that's, let me see. Guy Gardner was coming in here somewhere. I'm getting there. Sorry, man. I'm getting there. Oh, look, he's like in some kind of cage with, there's another guy or something, the two robots fighting him. Let's see. Oops. I'm still looking for what you were talking about, the emblem. So there's Guy Gardner. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Is that the symbol you're talking about there? Or is that part of his Guy Gardner? I don't see any other close ones, close shots. Oh. Well, I'm not for sure. What do you think? Or is he still? Oh, he's still offline. I'm sort of thinking, I see his picture at the bottom thinking he's in, but he's offline. Megan, is he having internet issues again? I can hear you, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, he looks. Oh, he's not loading. Everybody, interesting part of the show. So Mike is having technical difficulties today all around, but that's just kind of how it happens. Well, here's the deal, everybody. I think the Superman trailer looks pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Megan, what do you think about the Superman trailer? Do you have any? Oh, in the past, yeah, more of the comic book colors. Yeah, I gotcha. No, you're still. It still says offline. Let me check again. Maybe I gotta. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so he's trying stuff, everybody. So Megan, keep going. So yeah, I agree with you. I think the colors look good. I think the more bright, and I hope that's just indicative of of the movie itself. In other words, it's not a dark version. It's a yes, he's facing issues and problems, but it's more taken on a heartfelt, bright viewpoint rather than a dark viewpoint. Which I mean, I enjoyed Man of Steel. I really like Man of Steel. This would be it would be a different change, and that's fine. So, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Megan, turn your mic off. All right. Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm getting you back into the scene here. Real
I
quick
had to
too.
use Megan's guest link to get in.
Weird.
It's I don't know what's going on. So I can't control anything. You have to control everything now, Steven.
And I think the microphone that's coming through is your camera, not your mic.
Oh, really? Okay, hold
Uh-huh.
on. Let me see if I can fix that.
See, live editing on the fly, everybody.
Test 1, 2, 3. Test. Does it sound better now?
Sounds the same. Sounds tinny.
It sounds tinny?
Yeah.
Really? All right.
Yeah, doesn't sound like your normal.
Hold
Oh,
on.
we just lost Megan.
All
Now she's coming back.
right. Now, how does it sound?
There it is. Now we got it.
Much more better?
Much more better. Cheers, everybody. There we go.
All right. All right. So, yeah, there was a symbol on his chest, but it's like white and it's hard to see, but it's there. Trust me. And Hawk Girl has the same symbol on hers.
Okay.
I don't remember if we've seen. We've seen Mr. Terrific. I don't remember if we've seen it on him. And I think that's the only 3 of the Justice League we've seen so far,
Okay.
that I remember anyway. And it I don't know. It's like I don't know if Lex Luthor has something to do with this, and I have no idea. But
Yeah.
anyway, we'll see. We'll see what
I'm
happens.
looking forward to it.
I mean, we're definitely gonna go see it because we're gonna
Right.
talk about it on the show. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just saying my expectations are not super high. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay. He's afraid to get disappointed, everybody.
Yes, that's it. that's very much it.
Right on.
All right.
Funny. Okay. Well, cool beans. Well, all right. Any let's go. You ready to go to Geekdar?
Sure.
With the radar, sir.
What's wrong with it?
I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps.
The what? The what? And the what?
You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
That's not all.
Oh, yes. The only thing I have for Geekdar is we finished Evil. We've watched all 4 seasons now. I enjoyed the series, did not enjoy the series finale, though. It was
okay.
not the best, but I won't give away anything really, because in case people want to watch it. I mean, I'd still encourage it. It's a good show. It is a good show. A lot of cool things. But yeah, that season finale, I was like, what is this is how you end it? I don't know. And then the only other thing I got, because I haven't been comic book shopping, so I don't have any new comic books at the moment. We started watching Severance on Apple TV, which to me feels like a Black Mirror episodes.
Okay.
If you've ever watched,
I haven't seen Black Mirror now.
well, Black Mirror is almost like a even more demented version of Twilight Zone. That's probably the best way I can describe that. But
It's a darker
yeah,
Twilight Zone.
it's darker. It's a lot
Darker Twilight Zone. Okay.
and I love Twilight Zone. So, but yes, Severance is about a company that if you get hired onto the severance floor, they actually put a chip into your brain or something into your brain that when you go into the elevator, you forget your outside life and you only know your work life. And so you don't know anything from the outside whatsoever once you go in that elevator. Then when the workday is over and you go up the elevator and back out, then your brain switches back over to your private life and you can't remember anything that happened at work. So it's a really strange concept, kind of eerie. Which is why I feel like it feels like Black Mirror, but I am strangely attracted to the show. Just I have this weird fascination with how everything's going to play out and stuff. Because they got one employee who's basically went rogue, and he's trying to, I guess he's trying to bring down the company in a way. So I just want to see what happens. It's not the same as Evil. I mean, Evil. A lot of the characters I had more emotional attachment to in Evil.
Yeah.
So far, I don't really get that with this one, but it's more of just this eerie fascination.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Huh. I've seen the first episode and I couldn't get into it. Someone told me to watch it. And I was like, I don't know. I watched the first one. I'm like, nah, if you don't get me in the first one, that means you're going to be slow, and I'd be Steven skipping all kinds of stuff in it.
Oh, I guarantee you there's a scene where you would have been Steven skipping for sure. I even told Brenda when we were watching it, because Brenda's kind of in and out of it. She's not into it really that much, but I was like, oh yeah, Steven would be Steven skipping this whole scene right here. I think it's it has a slow burn to it. Not slow in like Andor has. And by the way, I have not watched the end of Andor yet.
I have. I've seen the ending.
So yeah, it's a different kind of slow burn, and it's just I have this weird, eerie fascination with it. That's all I can. That's the best way I can explain Severance, without giving away too many
details, too spoilers. Okay, cool. Well, for my Geekdar, I watched the movie Novocaine this last week, and that's with Jack Quaid. Yeah, so Jack Quaid, that's Dennis Quaid's son. He's also in The Boys. For those who have seen The Boys, Amazon The Boys, he's in there. But here's what it says: when the girl of his dreams.
Is this his first role?
His first what?
Role. Mm-mm. Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-mm. No, he's been in other stuff too. I'm sure I could probably look at it here in a minute. But the way the movie is when the girl of his dreams gets kidnapped, a man turns his inability to feel pain into an unexpected advantage as he fights a bunch of thugs to get her back. So
interesting.
He plays an assistant bank manager, and he falls in love with one of the tellers. They actually go out on a first date and have a great time. And then next they're in the bank and the bank gets robbed. Now it's at this point that you realize that this movie is going to be a little more gritty than you think, because the bank manager wouldn't open the safe and the guy beats him and then shoots him. And it's a little gory. I'm just saying, this kind of stuff and how they do that. I was like, I did not expect that, because it seems so lighthearted, and it is. It's kind of an action comedy, sort of, but not really, because it's pretty gritty in the gore. But the gore is kind of part of the story with him and all the injuries he sustains, and he talks about having this thing as a kid, and so he knows first aid, first responder, because he's always had to take care of himself just in case something happened. And he gets shot, and you see him dig around in his arm to pull out the bullet, thinking, I think this is the bullet. And then he pulls it out, and then it is the bullet. And then you see him just throw in some super glue, squeeze it together, and I mean, all this kind of stuff. So in the trailer, you see where he's fighting one of the bank robbers, and the bank robber's gun gets dropped into like a fry basket, like hot oil and stuff. And then they're fighting and stuff. And then he reaches down in there to grab the gun, because it was like, that's the only option he had to do. And he just does it. And then it kind of continues. And it's just like, you see his hand bandaged for the rest of the movie, because, it doesn't have Wolverine's heel factor.
He needs that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny at the very end. Once the movie ends, and he is in the hospital. You see him in the hospital, and I don't want to spoil it. It's pretty funny, kind of a thing. So,
Gotcha.
but
Cool.
it was worth seeing. It was on. We saw it on Paramount Plus, I think. So it's
Okay.
on Paramount Plus. So I was like, yay, another
Novocaine?
Novocaine. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. That was the nickname kids gave him because they would pick on him and realize he didn't feel pain.
Nice. Very nice.
Jack Quaid's he's a good comedic actor kind of a thing. And so, but he does a really good job with it. So yeah, if you get a chance to see it, it's worth seeing on, if you've got the streaming service kind of thing, it's worth it.
Gotcha. Okay. I might have to check that out. That sounds, I mean, I like both the Quaids, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I just saw,
Damn it.
we also saw recently Reagan with Dennis Quaid. He was great. He was fabulous.
I want to see that. I have not gotten to see it yet.
It is really good. It's
Is it
really good.
streaming anywhere?
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's find out.
Curious.
Reagan movie. It is. I think it's still for sale. Yeah, you can rent it for $5.99 on Prime, Apple TV, Fandango, Google Play, YouTube.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I wanted to see that when it came out, and I just didn't get a chance to. But that looks like a pretty good movie, and it looks like he did a good job as Ronald Reagan. So
he did. It is a biopic. I mean, so it's not like your normal movies, but it just chronicles his life, kind of a thing, and it's really good.
Gotcha.
It's got some humorous stuff in there too. So, yep. All right, are we ready for the main event?
Yeah. Oh, real quick before we do that, here I'm going to give you a link too, so you can put that in the comments because I can't put it in the chat comments. Anyway, I have a new affiliate actually for Live Bearded. I actually officially have the affiliate now, so we can actually we can actually talk about them and promote them now on the show. But Live Bearded is the products that I use for my beard. And I've been using them since January. I'm very, very happy with their products, man. They smell so good. Really good stuff. And if you're going to try out Live Bearded, you can click the link that I put in the comments. I'll try to put in the comments on YouTube and Facebook also. I have put one on Facebook earlier in the week when I found out I got the affiliate for it. But I would recommend that if you're going to try Live Bearded, that you try the sample pack. And through the affiliate link, if you click on that, you can actually get the sample pack. It's normally $20. You can get it for $10. And then on your first purchase, you get $10 off first purchase. So essentially, you'll be getting the sampler for free. The sampler comes with their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 brands, or no, 6 brands. I'm sorry, I was counting one more thing. Tombstone, Legend, Canon, 1880, Executive, and American. Those are their main scents. And you can try each one of them, and they give you this cool scoring card. So each one of them you can score, and that way when you're done, you remember which one you like the best, and then you can go and order the products from that scorecard. So,
when you buy the sample pack for $20, you get a $10 credit towards the purchase of a full beard kit.
Yes.
It says you've got Tombstone, Sweet Tobacco and Cedar, Executive, Leather, Vanilla and Cedar, Legend, Sandalwood and Vanilla, Forge, Hinoki, Cypress, Clove and Amber, American, Cedar, Vetiver and Bergamot. Ooh, I like Bergamot. And 1880, Bourbon, Bitters and Citrus. Oh.
My favorites were Executive and Legend. Those are the two that I've bought, and
Which one?
Legend and Legend.
Executive and Legend. Okay.
Yep, those are
You like yourself some vanilla, eh?
Yeah, they both have vanilla in it, and yeah, it smells good. It smells really good. Yeah, I would highly recommend this stuff. It's really, really good stuff. Smells great. My wife likes it, so that's always a plus if the ladies like it. And yes, they got a lot of 5 stars on the website stuff.
Great sample pack. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah. So just go click that link. You can get the sample pack for $10 and then get $10 off your first order. So
cool.
Essentially, you're getting it for free. Free 90 free.
Free 90 free. I love it.
And I do have a cool live bearded comb too. A wooden comb.
Ooh.
I purchased that. I didn't get it for free.
Right on. Okay.
They did send me a bunch of cool stickers though.
Right on. As far as being the affiliate.
No, actually, I got this with one of my orders.
Cool.
They sent me with one order. I got the stickers, and then another order, I got a wristband. You know, like the rubber wristbands that are popular, and it has their motto on it, and their motto is "Actions are greater than words." So
okay,
that's cool. And it says "actions" as the greater than symbol, words. Yeah, and the stickers, do better, live bearded,
nice,
whatever it takes. Those are the stickers. So,
okay.
I can't guarantee you'll get something like that with each. I don't know how they work that and all.
How they do that or anything. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should get it for my little goatee. It'd last me a long time.
There you go.
That's all I got. Right there.
Well, what you could do is you can get yourself some of the beard oil. The beard oil is really nice, and the beard oil helps to condition your skin. So,
okay,
that's some good stuff. And then you could get the beard balm or beard butter, and that helps to shape and groom.
Okay.
So
very nice. Right on. Okay. Cool. Well, we better hurry because it's already 8:39.
Yeah, we need to get going.
It's time for the main event. All right, everybody. Here we are. We're talking about Batman Resurrection by John Jackson Miller, the book, which it's we are here to discuss that. So it's only taking us 40 minutes to get there. We got to work on our timing.
Well, I also had internet streaming issues. So.
It's all good. All right. Good.
So Batman Resurrection is a novel that was released last October 15th of last year. It is written by John Jackson Miller, friend of the show, I can say. We've had him on twice.
Yep.
Once we had him on to talk about his
Kenobi
novel, and just all things Star Wars general related. And then this last time we had him on, I think in February, I want to say, we had him on to talk about Batman Resurrection.
Yeah.
And I have finished the book. I finished it a little bit after we had John on. I had planned on having it finished by the time we had John on, but then I got sick like a week before that, and I just didn't get any reading in. So, but I have since finished it, and man, this has quickly become one of my favorite books. This is so good.
It is well done. It really is.
Yes. And like you said, this takes place right after the Batman 89 film. So you get a lot of the characters from the 89 film. Alfred's in it. Commissioner Gordon's in it. Vicky Vale is in it. Alexander Knox is in it, which I love. Knox is one of my favorite characters in the 89 Batman. So I was thrilled that he was back.
That was the number one guy, right?
No. That's Oh gosh.
You're my number one.
guy.
Yeah.
That was
Knox was the reporter.
Yeah,
Knox
Knox
was the reporter. Yeah, sorry.
Hey, great. Can you get me a grant? Hey, Alfred, see about your nuts a grant. And there is a mention of that in the novel.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is brought back up. So you get a lot of the great characters from the big guy in the Joker's gang with the boombox. He's a big part of this book actually, and right now his name is slipping my mind, but yeah, huge. Actually, he's got a huge part in this book, believe it or not. Almost a main villain, almost, because he's kind of taken over Joker's gang in a way. So, gosh, Lawrence, that's it. Lawrence, and he plays the music. That's when they're playing Joker Man. I think it's Joker Man, where they're going through the art museum.
The art museum.
I love that scene. I love that scene. I absolutely love that. Hey, not this one. I kind of like this one. Bob's the number one guy.
Bob, yes. Bob.
Who is also Larry from Bob Newhart.
Yep.
I'm Larry, and this is my brother Daryl. My other brother Daryl.
Yep. Which is funny because I have a brother named Scott, and I have another brother named Scott. Stepbrother named Scott.
So you can walk around going, "I'm Steven. This is my brother Scott. This is my other brother Scott."
Yep.
I love it. That's awesome. It's so awesome.
It's Scott A and Scott B. Scott Adams and Scott Boster.
But I like Scott and other brother Scott.
Right. This is my brother Scott, my other brother Scott.
I always liked those characters on Newhart. They were funny. But yeah, so you get a lot of returning characters from the original film. We also get other characters such as oh gosh, Christopher Walken, his character in Batman Returns.
Shrek.
Yes, Max Shrek.
Mm-hmm.
Max Shrek makes an appearance in it.
Yes, he does.
Which is pretty cool.
Selena Kyle is in it ever so briefly.
Yes, right.
Ever so briefly.
You can't have her really meet Bruce Wayne because she obviously meets Bruce Wayne and Batman in the next film.
Mm-hmm.
But he works it in. He does such a good job at working all these characters in and leaving breadcrumbs for stories to come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very good. John did an excellent job on this.
We've been really talking about books and book writing and things like that, over the last year or two. And what's interesting is, I'm now attuned to how people write. I think I listen to how people write and stuff like that. And even in the opening sequence or the beginning sequences where there's an action that takes place in this theater, the rundown theater, I can't remember what the name of it was, but just the way he told the story, and I was just enamored by his writing style, and for this novel, and it was really good. It was very engaging. It's the where we laugh and we as Mike and I, everybody, we've been talking about learning how to write stories and doing our own stories, and we just started. We knew we weren't going to be perfect, but we're just going to start and learn as we go. But the whole concept of show don't tell is
shameless plug. You can get my book, Immortality Code.
Immortality Code. The funny thing is that he was 100% show.
Yes.
Through the characters, through their thoughts, or what was happening, and how they were saying things and describing the situations and what was happening. It wasn't like Batman through his ninja stars. It was he talked about things hitting, the stars hitting the wood or missing their mark, or I mean, it wasn't. It was just you could see it. You could visualize. John Jackson Miller did a great job of helping you visualize what was happening and what was going
Oh,
on.
he had like descriptions of how Batman gets around the city and through tunnels and he's got different vehicles placed in different spots to get in places and stuff quickly across the city and everything. And it was just like, oh wow, he really made sense on how Batman could get around and get around quickly. It's like,
Mhm.
we always wonder, well, how does he get there? Well, John Jackson Miller tells you how he gets there. And it's so freaking cool. It's like, oh, this is a great job.
Yeah. 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 And I enjoyed the aspect that they brought back, or I don't want to say brought back. I'm going to say that wrong. They continued the story of the Joker. I don't want to say the Joker serum, but the Joker, mixing the different
Smilex.
chemicals together. Smilex. Yeah. And then how Smilex got looked at from the point of view of I don't want to give too much, but the after effects. Like there was this whole hospital wing that Bruce Wayne donated for the victims of Smilex and figuring it out and how they could heal and the doctor that was helping run all that and what he was trying to do to help people with Smilex. But that became further, and no spoilers here, but that became further into the story, even got deeper in the story. And it was seamless for me. Like here was the movie and here he brings it in. It made sense. I mean, it wasn't just, hey, I'm just going to throw this in for nostalgia or a throwback. It was like continuing the story and it was fantastic. It was just an incredible way that he wrote that book and that John Jackson Miller wrote the book just to continue the 1989 Batman story and the logical sequences that would happen after that. So,
and he added in villains that we have not seen in live action yet. At least not in live action movies.
Correct.
Yeah. But he's added in villains, and in my opinion, he added them in a way that they really still tied in very well with. They felt like they came out of the 1989 Batman, but they're unique to this story. He does a great job of blending that and making it his own, but at the same time, it still feels very much Batman. It doesn't feel like he changed the character per se, but it just feels like, oh, this could have fit in the film. That's how well he wrote it.
Yeah.
I can't give John any higher praise than this. This is an incredible book.
It was really good.
I did wear my 1989 Batman hat today.
I see that. Nice. All right, everybody. Well, that's the premise of the book. And I listened to it on Audible. And for those of you who also, you can get a free Audible thing, by the way. If you go to audibletrial.com/2geeks, TWOGEEKS, you can get your first book for free, your first audio book for free. It costs $15 a month. It's like $14.95, I think. And but there's thousands and thousands of audiobooks to choose from, different genres, mystery, thrillers, self-improvement, romance, action, fantasy, sci-fi. And so I listened to this on, I use one of my credits. You get for $14.95 each month, you get a credit for any audiobook. And even ones that are like 60 hours long, that you'd pay like almost $60 for, you could get them. And then you also get the Audible Plus catalog, which is really nice. All kinds of extra other books for free. As long as you maintain your account, you have them for free. And I really enjoyed the audiobook. It was really good. It was well done. I listened to it.
Did John narrate it, or was it? Okay, I didn't know if
there was another actor. I tell you what, let me figure out who that actor was here real quick. But
and you could use your free credit to get Batman Resurrection. So
yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. Batman, Batman Resurrection says in my library. So it's in my library.
Get in my library.
Will Damron is the guy who narrates it.
Okay.
And oh my goodness, that he narrates a ton of books. Holy cow. But which is good because he's actually really good. He is a really good. He does, for those of you who follow the author Michael Connolly, he does books for him, looks like. He is going to narrate the next one too, by the way. Batman
okay.
Revolution.
So we'll have to, yeah.
Book 2. Yeah.
I am looking forward to book 2. And
that releases October 21st, 2025. The audio version does. So,
right.
Which should be about the same time. So, yeah.
Right.
But he was really good. It was worth the credit. I really enjoyed it.
So, should we give a rating on the book?
Oh yeah, yeah. What do you want to do for the
let's see. You know what? Let's do canisters of Smilex.
Nice. Okay, let's do it.
Because Smilex is a big portion of it. And
right on.
I like the way they tied a certain character to the Smilex. Well, if we do a spoiler portion,
we will. Well, I got the spoiler banner ready to go here in a second. So,
so with that said, I'm not one to give out a whole bunch of 10s, but this book I got to give a 10
What? Boom! Right on. You guys hear that? He gave it a 10. Yeah.
Nice. So if you're listening, yes, I really loved your book. Can't wait to have you back to talk about the next one.
Yeah, right. So openly, I'm going to say the same thing. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. It's worth buying. It's worth buying the book. It's worth buying the audiobook. I mean, we're talking, if you find it on sale, absolutely. Even full price, it's worth it. He just did a fabulous job. And we don't give these out too often, you guys. So
no. And it's rare that both of us give it a 10 at the same time too.
Right. I enjoyed it. So how I listened to it was I had it anytime I was in the car. I listened to it. If I was working around the house, I would listen to it. That's how I was able to get caught up on it and stuff. And it was just fantastic. It was really good. Okay, let's do our spoilerific territory because I really want to talk. Both of us want to talk on the thing. So we're hitting spoilerific territory. If you have not read the book, if you have not listened to the book, do not continue.
Right. Definitely not.
Because it's such a good, there's some good secrets in here that I don't want to spoil it for you. So I'm just gonna say it now. Do not. So
let's just pause the podcast right here. Go get the book, whether it be physical or audio, and go listen to it or read it, and then come back. Okay, now we're good.
All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoilers. Here we go. All right, Mike. I know you want to talk about it. Go for it.
Okay. This is first of all, one character we actually talked about with John. Because he gave us the permission to talk about that one because it had come out that one particular character was introduced in this story, which I was very, very happy about. And that would be Clayface.
Yes, I love Clayface.
Yes. Clayface was awesome in this. And they tied him to Smilex.
Yep.
I thought that was ingenious.
It was fantastic.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
So I forget Clayface's actual name in the book. John actually went back to the original version of Clayface and gave him that origin name or that name.
Yes.
Which I thought was really cool. So he pays tribute to very early Batman stuff. And I like that. But he is tied in with the theater, and they're looking for makeup and stuff for the theater. And the guy
he was like a fill-in actor who really wanted to become an actor who was actually really good. It was just the snobby actor kept pushing him down or wouldn't do anything and stuff. And so
So the snobby actor sends him out to buy some makeup on the black market, because in Gotham at this point, you still can't get the makeup, because if you watch the '89 Batman, the Joker, in, injects Smilex into different products, and it wasn't just one product, it was more the combination of more than one product that would infect you and give you the Joker laugh and all that good
The
stuff,
face and kill
and you
over.
die. Right. Right. Just like Amanda Wheeler and whatever, the two models that died from it. So anyway, so he goes out and finds some makeup on the street and brings it back. Well, of course, the snobby actor, he won't put it on. So he's like, well, fine, I'll try it. And lo and behold, it reacts to him to where his face can change and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he becomes Clayface.
Yes.
And I
It's
thought
brilliant.
it was so brilliant. I loved it. Just incredible.
Wasn't the name of this guy the actual name of the Clayface from the comics from the Golden Age or something like that?
Yeah.
Or?
Yep. He went way back to, I think, to the original Clayface is what he did, which I thought was really cool. You're paying homage to classic, very classic Batman.
Yeah. And I liked how he played the character, because it was very much, here's this downtrodden guy who really couldn't catch a break, and then he gets a break, and then he gets the stuff affects him, because he goes out on stage and he does this performance, and he's like, yeah, they're doing for me. Well, actually, he had hidden the snobby actor into he stuffed him in a case,
Yeah,
out, stuffed him in a case, and then he goes out and he does this whole soliloquy kind of a thing, and then everyone just loves it as that actor,
right?
And he was fantastic. And then the Smilex stuff takes over, and then changes him. He's in the hospital wing that we mentioned, with the doctor who was there, who was trying to help him, realizing what was happening. I was like, who's this person? And then caused him to freak out. He ran out of the hospital. And it's this battle of him coming to terms with what he's good at, and then what he can do as Clayface, kind of a thing. And then, but still had the inner turmoil of what was right and wrong, because he felt like he was being blamed for the actor he threw in the suitcase ended up dying.
Right.
And so the question was he was struggling with that, thinking he murdered someone. And then continuing on, it was this battle. It was this internal battle villain kind of a thing. And it really gave you a great sense. It wasn't like, I want my good guys to be good, my bad guys to be bad. You know what I'm saying? I thought what John Jackson Miller was, it gave you the story of a guy that something happened to him in the inner turmoil and struggle that he went through. So I thought it was incredibly well done. It was incredibly well done, Clayface. It was fantastic.
Yep. And so then we get Lawrence is basically trying to revitalize the Joker's gang after the Joker's death, or we believe the Joker to be dead, because there are hints that the Joker may not actually be dead. And Lawrence starts getting these hints, which is fantastic, because Lawrence is getting messages almost like it reminded me of either Get Smart or Inspector Gadget. This message will explode in 10 seconds.
Right.
And Lawrence was getting
Mission Impossible,
right? Or Mission Impossible, or one of those things. But as we go along, we find out that there is one other villain who is the big bad in all of this. And it turns out that it is none other than Dr.
Hugo
Strange. And I thought Hugo Strange was a fantastic villain for this.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So
Abso-freaking-lutely.
absolutely. I love it.
Yep.
I love it. Hugo Strange is such a he's one of those villains that gets in your head, you know. Uh
Mm-hmm.
he messes with your mind, and that's exactly what he does in here. Cuz
Yes.
yeah, so he's actually in charge of that wing in the hospital
Yeah,
that
I began to wonder. It's not immediately clear, but you're like,
oh no, it's not at
something's
all.
up with this doctor. You're like, what's going on? And the way he wrote it, John Jackson Miller wrote it, was so much so you thought, oh, he's probably in on something with the government. Kind of,
Mhm.
you're thinking that something else is going on, only to realize that
It's
it's
actually
Hugo Strange. And the way he did it was just so eloquent, just weaving. It wasn't like an obvious thing at the beginning. I'm not saying he was trying to steer you off, because you know how sometimes it's like, oh, they go in this direction, ta-da, I'm the secret villain. It wasn't like that at all. It was just very much a smooth transition into, this is who's behind it all. And you're like, what? So not only do we have a great Clayface, we had a great introduction of Hugo Strange and being the mastermind behind everything.
oh my gosh, he gets into Clayface's head, he gets into
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence's head, he gets into
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Wayne's head. He is just in everybody.
Yep.
It's insane. He has Bruce Wayne questioning whether he should continue as Batman and everything.
Yes.
And oh, I loved it. I loved it. It was such a
Yeah.
good story.
Yeah, he did so good with it. So good with it.
Gosh,
Yeah.
I can't wait for his next book.
Yeah. And by the cover of his first or his next book, here, I'll show you to everybody.
Oh
Let me
yes,
bring that
this
up.
is exciting. This is so exciting.
Batman Revolution.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to share my screen, everybody. Please forgive me. It's going to look weird. Dun, 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 dun. So Batman Revolution. Now I'm going to show it on Audible, everybody, so that way you can see it.
There you go. Nice.
So it is here. I'll kill the banner here real quick. There we go. So it is Revolution, but if you're, I wonder if I can make that even bigger.
You can
Maybe
look closely. I don't know if we can see that.
Give me a second.
There we go.
I'm gonna move this over a little.
So
right there.
In the title, Revolution, the I is a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you right there. And they've got kind of this smoky, just clouds or something around the bat symbol, and they're all green. So I'd say that's a clear indicator that the Riddler is coming into the 89 Batman universe.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. I concur.
Which I'm excited because I'm guessing that this means that we get John Jackson Miller's interpretation of the Riddler, and we're not getting the Jim Carrey Riddler.
Yes. I guarantee you it's not going to be the Jim Carrey. Right. I am so excited if he's going to do an Enigma, or how he's going to do the whole. I enjoyed how he treated Clayface, how he treated Hugo Strange.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious how he's going to do.
Even the way he treated Lawrence. Lawrence is such a minor character in the 89 film, and he becomes a major player within the Batman Resurrection.
Yeah.
I had to get that in my head. So
I know I was getting them confused too. That's why I paused right at the very beginning of the show. I was like, I had Revolution on the brain. I'm like, no, that's not right. It's Resurrection first. And then, because concept of Resurrection, everybody, was, what did the Riddler, or excuse me, did the Joker, did he really die? And is he really back?
Yep. Because there are questions through the first half of the book. Things are happening. And let's face
Everyone's
it,
second guessing themselves. Everyone's like,
Clayface can make himself look like anybody. So
yes, yeah, yeah. In the way that Doctor Strange behind everything, Dr. Hugo Strange, when he was playing different, he was getting people to do different things and stuff like that, and then he convinced Clayface to act as the Joker or be the Joker, and it was so good. So I'm looking forward to his treatment of the Riddler, and it makes me wonder who and what are the other surprises for this book as compared to because how good Resurrection was.
I can't even I can't even start to imagine of who all he's going to have in this next book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess maybe Max Schreck is going to make another appearance because you can have him and Bruce Wayne interacting because obviously they're both billionaires and they're both very active within Gotham City. So,
yeah,
but I can't see him being like a major player in the next book.
I'd probably more introduction to lead up to Batman Returns.
I got a feeling he's got a story probably just before Batman Returns where he'll probably have some more Max Schreck stuff.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't see why he would have even included Max Schreck in his first one. But other than that, I don't know who he's going to introduce in this book.
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. It's going to be worth it, though.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, everybody, we've gone over a little bit, but it's been good having this discussion and stuff. So we're just going to be open with you. If you have the chance to check it out of the library or, buy it on digital if you like ebooks, or if you like physical books, go to your local bookstore and get it. If you want audiobooks, it is worth it. It really is. It is a good book. If you're a Batman fan, it's so well done. So well done. I know.
Yes.
All right. Cool beans. Well, with that being said, everybody, we got to wrap up today. I'm so sorry. Here is, I want to make sure that you check out our website at www.twogeeksmike.com. Oh, hey, that's our merch page, twogeeksmikemerch.com.
Well, you can go there too.
You can go there if you want to get to our merch. If you just want to follow the leads to that, you can go to our website, twogeeksmike.com, number 2, GEEKSMIC.com. You can reach out to us on our email. Mike checks this regularly. He uses this more than his own personal email. I'm just saying. show@twogeeksmike.com. Just show@twogeeksmike.com. You can reach out to us there and chit chat with us. If you want to help support us in what we do, we really appreciate it. We've got a $1 tier, a $2 tier, and a $3 tier per month. And it's ko-fi.com/2geeks, ko-fi.com/2geeks. Really appreciate the help, everybody. If you want to go to John Jackson Miller's website, by the way, it is farawaypress.com. And you can get some special editions and things like that he has there if you want to help support him.
And John has written Star Wars novels. He's written
Star Trek novels.
He's written comic books for Battlestar Galactica. I think he's written for Marvel and DC too. I think I might be speaking out of turn on that. Yeah, he's just written all kinds of stuff. He has gotten to play in the sandbox of some of his childhood favorites, as he so eloquently put it the last time he was on our podcast.
Yeah. All right, Mike, do you have anything else?
Just that if you've made it this far, please make sure and go and like and subscribe to us on the socials. We are active on Twitch. We're every week on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble. Unfortunately, we are not live on Facebook or Rumble this morning. I have no idea what happened, and I apologize for those. But if you've made it this far, please make sure and go give us a like and subscribe on those particular ones. And also give us a 5-star review wherever you can. That helps us to be a little bit ahead of the rest of the pack, as our friends on 3 Geeky Dads say. But on Facebook, I try to post some funny memes. Sometimes I steal them. Sometimes I make them. All depends. And also any information about upcoming shows, such as like when we go live. Speaking of going live, we go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the math on the rest because I don't like math. And speaking of announcements, next week we will have another author on, Brian Godawa, the author of the Nephilim series, will be on with us next week to discuss his works, and I am really, really excited about that.
We are, yes, very excited about having him on the show.
We'll get into a little bit of biblical talk next week.
Yep, it'll be
All right.
fun. Okay,
All
man.
right. So, anything else, Stephen?
Nope, that's it.
All right. With that said, please do not, Stephen, skip this episode because we are much more better than the rest. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,
May the force be with you.